All right, so I'll just begin with a history of cocoa coming into Ghana. Now, cocoa, actually, Ghana and the Ivory Coast is now best in terms of your good and best quality cocoas in the world. But cocoa was never native in Ghana here. Now, cocoa first got here in 1879. Now, there was a man who was from Ghana here who was called Tete Kwashi. He actually had the opportunity to travel to Fernando Po, which is part of the Equatorial Guinea. Then when he went there, he realized cocoa was actually doing well there. So it's like he wanted to bring some to Ghana, but unfortunately it was illegal. So what he did was to swallow some of the beans. When he came, managed to bring it out and did the first planting in the next 3 towns from here. So when it started bearing the fruits, then the curator who was in charge of these gardens, became the first minister for agriculture. So he wanted to turn this whole botanical stuff into an agricultural station. So thereby this whole section here became the first agricultural station for the cocoa production. So this was the section that they brought some of the cocoa beans from the man's farm to these gardens, nest, study about it before any further distribution. So these were the ones that he first brought. So when they realized these ones were good, then they introduced this ones in 1882. So here we have like 2 different types of the cocos. But in Ghana you get about almost like 7, which currently we are now using the hybrids. And this ones normally takes like 7 years, and the hybrids normally takes like some 2-3 years. Now when it's well matured, just like we have some green pods up here, will just get ripe, to like yellowish. You harvest, you crush open, you get the beans. Now the beans have got some sweet liquid, which you just have to ferment it. So you get the sweet liquid out, you dry the beans. How best you dry is what normally comes out with a pallet. You use that liquid for making the alcoholic beverages as well. So you get alcoholic beverages, you get chocolates, you get the Milos, you get soap. Yes, you get creams as well. The leaves are also good, for fever as well. Yes. So that is something small. So I think
it's unfortunate.
The squirrels,
they've really clean inside. Everything is gone. But this is how cocoa is. As my brother have said, now there are so many uses of cocoa.
Yes.
So many uses of cocoa. I was telling my brother, if we have a cocoa farm, apart from selling the beans, you only need to get some machines that are going to produce alcoholic beverage, vinegar, and 2 different types of soap from it. The sweat of the cocoa, when you are doing the fermentation, there's a sweat, and that sweat alone also produces 3 different things. So apart from selling the cocoa beans, you have other products also that you are selling. Then apart from all that, this one is very good for soap. Now what type of soap? The black soap. The best soap that you can get in the world is the black soap. And this one is good for all skin. If you need a very smooth skin, use black soap. And you get a very smooth skin. It's unfortunate we don't have the beans. It's not there, else I would have shown you the beans. But I'm sure that while going around, we'll get the cocoa and I'll talk about that one also. The cocoa, yes, there is a company that nests it. So if you want to have a farm, you just go there and buy the nest ones.
So from the cocoa, maybe you get to the spice section. Alright, so we get to the spice and the herbs.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask a question.
Do.
Please. I came with the discussion. You were saying Tete Kwashi illegally swallowed cocoa and brought it in Ghana from Fernando Po. Where is it located in Africa?
Equatorial Guinea.
Now Equatorial Guinea. Formerly, when they had independence, then they changed the name Equatorial Guinea. But when they were being ruled by the Portuguese, it was known as Fernando Po. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Most of the cocoa beans are from Brazil.
It sounds kind of unrealistic. Like, you're telling me that it's right here, the beans.